Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making my 6-month-old hair. She's obviously way over 6 months now, but I wanted to still go over this video even because I recorded it a long time ago. I know that anybody can make a 6-month-old hair, okay? I know that. But as a mother of 3 girls who has had experience with 3 different hair type of babies, I want us to go over a few things that might help your next baby girl. There are a few things that I always want us to take note as I start this step. Number one, after you go in with water, I already said spray bottle water is hair's best friend. Please don't, that's the first step. Like, don't go making any hair when it is in a very dry state. Go with water, spray generously, go with moisturizer after water, and finger detangle. Please let your hand go thoroughly through the hair of your baby. Make sure you can your finger can comb through the hair before you go in with comb. Also, don't comb from the scalp. I make sure to always hold their hair at the bottom before I comb. I always only comb the what will I call it, the crown, and not from the root. I know that these details they always seem tiny, but the difference between my first daughter's hair and my last daughter's hair, even though they have the similar hair type, in taking care of their hair, I know that the tiny details always matter. And those are the little things. Very few things always add up. The kind of stress we put on our root, on the baby's root, their scalp especially is still very soft. So by the time we go in with dry, the hair is dry, we comb it like that with comb from the root, just like you are combing out the hair. It is going to add up over time, and then you'll be wondering, oh, why is the hair pulling out? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? So a few points: make sure you spray with water, make sure you put moisturizer, make sure your hand detangle. Another thing that I did not show here, I think I made a mistake by not recording that, is to always soak your rubber in oil before you go in with, and even till now, till date, at their biggest age, I make sure to always put their rubber band in oil. It's just safer, okay? It's going to make sure that the rubber band is also a little bit moisturized and not dry. Because look at it like this: when the rubber band is dry, you put it on the hair. By the time you are using it, it's going to have a little effect by pulling on the hair. I just feel like those things are like tiny details, but they add up. So please, I don't think it's going to cost much. Like, it's not going to take a lot of your time. Just put oil. I don't think it matters how many minutes or hours you have done that. Sometimes I do it overnight before I make the hair. Sometimes I do it immediately. I do not think that detail will matter. Just make sure the rubber band is not dry. Go in with your choice of oil, coconut oil, olive oil, whatever works for you. Just make sure the rubber band is not dry. Another thing that I feel like we do not pay attention to is to always realize that some babies really have hair naturally, and whether some people manage their daughter's hair very well or not, it might still like grow, look like, oh, it's blossom and all of that. And if your intention is to grow a hair and your daughter doesn't have maybe so much wild hair like that, you want to pay attention to little and tiny details like this. Another thing I want to say is, every time when I had my first daughter, I had a lot of advice. I was trying all sorts of things because advice was a lot. Do her back, I was doing so many things, even though her hair was pulling out every week. What I'm saying is that babies don't need that much stress. Honestly, just go with the flow. Keep the baby's hair moisturized, please. That's the most important thing. Keep the baby's hair moisturized. They do not need their edges laid, their whatever. They are babies, okay? They need minimal effort to really make them beautiful. They are already perfect. So I want to say, don't do too much. Honestly, don't do too much. The hair will grow. The purpose of this hair is to make sure that this girl has healthy growth on her hair. And I one of my intention is to see that my children have healthy relationship with hair, that they don't dread making hair. They don't see it as, of course hair is painful regardless, but I'm saying babies don't need that pain. So don't go all in trying to force it on them, trying to put their head under the, I do not think that babies deserve that. I feel like if all you can make is 3 puff, it's okay. If all you can make is 5 puff, it's okay. Don't go hard. But even if you are not making that hair, please make sure you keep it moisturized. Make sure the scalp is not dry. Make sure your rubber is not tight. These things, they are important. Make sure you are not combing from the root. Make sure you are only combing the crown. Make sure you hand the tangle. You see all of these simple things? Those are the things that might grow your baby's hair. That you want to do, whether your baby is cooperating with you or not. Of castor oil that I use, and I just put it in the middle of the hair. Like I said, it's always important to keep the hair moisturized. Is very important for an adult too, not just for babies. So can you see how I'm combing the hair? Make sure you always hold their roots. They do not deserve this big comb. I can still imagine how they used to comb our hair. Don't do that to babies, please. They don't deserve that, okay? And it's not going to help. Like I said, those things might not be physical, like pulling out their roots, all those stress on their hair might not be obvious, but they will add up over time. They are the reasons why sometimes all the hair will be bald, they will have 2 strands of hair and all of that. I personally believe that anybody can grow hair if you are not comparing yourself, of course, to other people and say, oh, my hair is not like this. The goal of hair, like I always say on this channel, is to have a healthy hair, not really a long hair. We can't all have the same length of hair, you know. we are different heights too, even generally as humans. So, but we want to make sure that the hair is healthy and growing. I'm hoping that I'll be able to show a recent version, but yeah, this is our routine for every week. This is the castor oil. I go in with that and I just put it in the middle, and that's it. Make sure you share this video, okay? Make sure you like, make sure you comment. Let me know if you want more of our baby's hair tutorial. Make sure you save this for later. I know that these little details can seem like they don't matter, but to be honest, trust me, they do matter. I promise, they do matter. And I'll see you in my next video.